Konnichiwa, I'm Uchiyama, aka the Foodie Geisha. Let's cut the bow. Most of the people out there think of this when they think of omakase, something like a glorified version of sushi set meal with exclusive pieces like otoro or sea urchin. And if you're lucky, you also get a few surprise pieces, probably like Unagi. It doesn't matter whether it is in a $1,000 omakase and masa restaurant in New York City or $50 omakase in your neighborhood. By the way, I have yet to try the masa restaurant omakase, so if any of you are willing to take me out, leave a comment down below. According to Wikipedia, the phrase omakase literally means I leave it up to you. It is most commonly used when dining at restaurants where the customers leave it up to the chef to select and serve seasonal specialities. For example, if you ask me what I want for my birthday, I can say omakase shimasu. I'll leave it to you whether you get a gold chain or diamond ring for my birthday. So for omakase, you are entrusting the meal to the chef. Back in the day, there's no truck or fridge, and it's very unpredictable what ingredients the chef can get. What's available and the cost really depended on the season, location, and even the connection the chef had with the local suppliers. When you order a 10,000 yen omakase, you're actually showing an absolute trust that the chef can come up with what's best for you under the circumstances, and then the chef will not rip you off. Shall we go back in time and imagine how it all started? Mr. Kenzo is from Hokkaido in the northern part of Japan, and he's moving to Kyushu in the south to join his brother. As you know, Japan is a vertically long island, and the climate is very different depending on the region. To celebrate the reunion, Kenzo takes his brother to a nice sushi restaurant. He tries to order his favorite seafood like giant scallop, hairy crab, and last but not least, the delicious sperm sack of Hokkaido cod. However, the chef has no clue what they are because they're not common in Kyushu because they're from Hokkaido. Kenzo keeps trying but ends up having to ask his brother to order, which is a great embarrassment in Japan. I'm not surprised this is happening at all. Japan has a total of 3,900 types of fish. Ain't nobody got time to remember all that. On top of that, there is meat, vegetables for each season. So to avoid this type of embarrassing situation, the one like Mr. Kenzo found himself in, a chef in Japan came up with omakase to save their clients' faces. And now it's time for fun and practical geisha tips. Geisha tip number 1. Try omakase in different dishes outside of sushi. It's not hard to imagine chefs can be more creative when it's not sushi, which is only rice and fish basically. So you can really experience a chef's creativity for non-sushi omakase. Let me give you top 5 omakase for you to try. Number 1, blowfish omakase. You probably have heard of blowfish or fugu, but did not know that there are ways to cook other than sashimi. The most common way is to make a sashimi out of it, but you can also turn it into hot pot, make a tempura out of it. There are different ways to cook. You're already entrusting your life to the chef to cook this deadly fish, so you might as well entrust the chef to come up with your dinner menu as well. Number 2, tofu omakase. This is more like a set meal, but you taste different ways which tofu is cooked in, so it's a lot of fun. I especially like trying tofu with different flavors like sesame, yuzu, or eggs. You will realize how versatile tofu is. For a reasonable one, I recommend this chain restaurant called Umenohana. Number 3, crab omakase. In Japan, we have so many different kinds of crabs depending on the season and the region, and the head chef at Kaniyoshi knows it all and give you the only best he could source that day and turn them into sashimi, hot pot, even sake or sandwich. That's probably why the restaurant got Michelin 2 stars in 2018. Number 4, Vegetable Omakase. Kajitsu restaurant in New York City literally brought this to perfection. But you gotta be ready to pay $120 for just vegetables. And finally, number 1, absolutely up to the chef Kaiseki. Kaiseki just means a set meal with small portions with different technique of cooking. But if you allow the chef to use whatever ingredients and whatever technique within the budget, this means you get whatever tastes the best that season in the region, cooked in the best way imaginable to go with it. I'm not a picky eater, so this works for me and you gotta try it. And then the final geisha tip is, well, there is no menu in this kind of high-end Japanese restaurants, and omakase is a good way for you to know how much you'll be paying. So you're not surprised by a lot of money that you have to pay at the end of the meal. Baiju with no BS authentic tip on Japanese food, so smash that like button and subscribe. You can check out my playlist for other videos. Arigatou gozaimasu. Till next time. Bye bye.